Greetings, my saplings. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Cactus Jack. To be specific, in today's video, we will be discussing some release info and some background information, how to cop the sneaker, of course, and finally, some resale predictions. With that short little intro out of the way, why don't we jump into the background information? But as usual, if you do wish to skip the background information and, you just want to get to the how to cop, feel free, skip to here. But for the rest of you, stick around. On December 2nd of 2017, Nike released an Air Force One in collaboration with Travis Scott. Scott had the freedom to implement his own very unique features to make the Air Force One his very own. They initially sold for over $300 in the secondary market, however, now they are currently sitting at over $700. Following this fruitful endeavor, June 9th, they released the blue Cactus Jack Jordan 4, with some retailers releasing on a separate date. Then, August 10th, they released another Air Force One with a canvas upper and a gum sole. Moving to 2019, we see the Jordan 1 Cactus Jack once again. First initially dropped on Nike sneakers as a shock drop during the Grammy Awards, and then again just recently on his birthday, just like how they did it on the blue Cactus Jack Jordan 4. Instagram account Rap actually pointed out some symbolism behind the upside down swoosh. Now, I'm not 100% if this was Travis Scott's idea, but I can tell you it's certainly a unique perspective and a great way to look at the shoe. So with the background information out of the way though, the Travis Scott Jordan 1 drops tomorrow, May 11th for $175. So with that, why don't we jump into how to cop these things? I'll tell you right now, despite stock actually being pretty significant when it comes to these, the majority of stores have gone raffle only, specifically a lot of them in-store raffle. First at 3 a.m. Eastern, Sneakers Europe will be dropping these, and for anyone in the United States who plans on going for this, you will need a reshipper and you will also need a virtual card. One example would be Privacy, and that's how you could successfully enter the draw. So like I was saying, Nike Sneakers Europe, you are going to have a 30-minute draw. Sneakers US, it's going to be completely different, and we'll talk about that. Also, a little bit before 3 a.m. Eastern, Foot Patrol will go live. At least they're loaded up on Foot Patrol, and that's when they tend to go live. There will be a queue on Foot Patrol, so of course you're going to have to try your best to get through. You can use multiple different Chrome users in attempt to do this, and when you do happen to get them in your cart, the key is just spamming your payment. Now, I'd also like to mention that Dover Street Market, E-Flash, Japan, Singapore, London, and New York City, all of them, they're going to be getting these, but unfortunately for you guys, it's not really going to be possible. I wouldn't exactly suggest going for them unless you do have a monitor, and also you did make a bypass before the password page went up. Otherwise, I really don't see manual being possible without that. And the same exact thing goes for the loads of other Shopify sites that are simply only going to be dropping leftovers from in-store raffles or online raffles. Now, there is one Shopify site that you might actually have a decent chance with, although it's not going to be even close to what we initially saw with it, and that's going to be Travis Scott's very own site. If he does happen to change the domain once again, you're going to have a really great manual shot. However, I'm not exactly expecting this to happen. He already changed the domain to CJ1, so if this does stay the same, it's not exactly going to be the easiest manual cop. And if they do end up dropping, I would expect there to be quite a significant amount of stock there, considering it is his own site. But then again, he already did drop there. If anything, I will tweet out on my Twitter. My Twitter is KeithAdam10. But with that out of the way, why don't we move on to 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Kicking it off at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, of course, guys, where the bulk of the stock is, we have Nike sneakers. Nike sneakers will be a Leo drop, let everyone order, for the United States, where in comparison to Europe is going to be a draw. So the essential goal here should be to get in as many accounts as possible within a couple of minutes or so. There is a time window. You actually don't need a proxy switcher or anything like that, since it's just a Leo drop. You're not going to be able to get in a significant amount of accounts manually to the point where you're going to get IP banned. There's really quite a significant amount of accounts you could open up and get in within 2 minutes or so. It really all depends on your speed. And of course, the goal is get them all in really quick. The faster you are, the higher your chances are. So that's the essential goal. Then also for anyone in South Florida, there is going to be a drop on the Frenzy app. Now, if you're not going to pick up, if you're not even close to there, please don't spoof, because it's just a waste for everyone who actually is there and can pick up. So now let's move on to some resale prediction. Of course, guys, I think it's quite obvious that these are going to be very, very, very profitable. Disregard any retails you see. Just trust me, get as many as you can. Now, although they're not the most limited, they are still in very, very high demand. It's a Jordan 1, and it's not only just any Jordan 1, it's in collaboration with the man himself, Travis Scott. Of course, you should expect a pretty big dip in price over the next few days. So if you don't sell these immediately, I would actually suggest holding these for at least 6 months or more. With that, I'm actually going to conclude today's video. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or if you perhaps learned a thing or two. Also, subscribe and turn on post notifications just to stay 100% updated on any single hype shoe that's going to be releasing in the future. With that, though, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
You always in my way, knocking me over every single day. Get your foot off my foot, ah. Get your foot off my foot, yeah. I should have run the other way. Now there's just one thing to say. Get your foot off my foot, ah. Get your foot off my foot, yeah. Get your foot off my foot, oh.